How much does your airplane really cost you to operate and own? Most of us don't really know, but EZTracker does. Let's dive into the cost center and take a look and see how we can leverage all of the information that EZTracker Air tracks, as well as insights into the market to see how valuable our aircraft is, as well as how much it's costing us. Let's get started. Okay, so now we're going to talk about cost center, and this is the area that every pilot should be looking at because it really gives you a detailed breakdown of how much your aircraft is actually costing you. So the first thing we're going to look at is how to get here, and it's going to be the main menu, reports and cost group, and then cost center. And then we're going to take a look at the log expense tab. You can use our AI receipt scanner to take a picture really quick of a receipt, and it will pre-fill out the information based on the extracted data, or you can manually enter it. So you'll select your aircraft first, the date, and put in the amount, select a category and a subcategory, and who was the vendor or the provider of that product or service, a description, and a little note to help you remember what this was. You can also select this is a recurring expense, and then select the recurring interval, monthly, quarterly, or annually. So this is important to note that the recurring interval is based on financial recurring intervals, not hours on your airframe or hours on your engine. So be very careful if you select this recurring expense. And then all you have to do is tap log expense. But we're going to cancel that for right now and just go through the cost center and show you what all it can do. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure if you're looking for a specific aircraft cost, you'll select that aircraft. If you only got one, you can leave it as all aircraft. It's not a big deal. And then select the time period that you want to look at. We're going to leave last year, and then we're going to tap Sync Data. Start here. We get a little note saying all existing records are already synced because we just made some entries and synced the data earlier. But if you had made entries throughout the app, anywhere that you can enter cost information, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is to synchronize that data when you get to Cost Center to make sure that you get an accurate financial picture. So you'll tap that green button. You can email this report, download a CSV, or create a PDF for print right from the app. And then you see some status cards, total expenses in the last 12 months for this aircraft, how many flight hours we've had, our cost per hour, and the number of expense records that we've recorded. We'll get back to this menu here that you see at the top of the screen now in just a moment. But first I want to show you the cost by breakdown category. And this is dynamic, and it shows you which category you have spent money in. And you could tap on an individual category and it will show you what the percentage of the total is and what the corresponding dollar amount is. And it's just a great way to figure out how much money you've spent in the last whatever period of time you selected in the filter up top. Then you come down to the cost per flight hour. It's $124.04 per hour based on that total. Up top, it rounds up a little bit, so that's where your 130 is coming from. This is a more accurate picture to the penny. Your budget and forecast year-to-date spending over the last 6 months is $674 per month, and a projected year-end total of $7,864. Your budget currently is set at $1,799. All right, so let's go up here to the menu that we were discussing a few moments ago and take a look at our cost trends over time. And as you can see, since this is a demo, we only have a little bit of data, and it's showing what our cost trends are in this graph. The next is going to be our expense log. You can search expenses, and then you can also take a look at what category of expense we have here. M is for maintenance, H is for hangar, F is for fuel. And if you have a little bit larger display, these will be icons. So maintenance will be a wrench, and then hangar will be a building, and the fuel will be a gas pump. And then your insurance policy is going to be a shield and shows the amount here. You can edit these items or delete them from the records, but if you do that, then it will change everything in your cost center. The next item we can take a look at is that budget and forecast and your cost per flight hour. If you wanted to just have it on its own page, it's the same information that you saw on the original screen. And then you have operational analytics. This is one of my favorite things to look at because it kind of gives us cost projections as well as what we're looking at in terms of maintenance and inspections right here from one specific area. And all of this information is also available in the aircraft dashboard in the operational analytics accordion. It's all the same information. So we can take a look at the maintenance cost projections here. And in 3 months, we will have a projected cost over the next 90 days of $5,000. And we're like, okay, well, why is that so high? And then we come down here to upcoming items and we see, oh, it's the annual inspection. It's kind of high for an annual, but that's what we're projecting it's going to cost us. You can also tap on the item and it will load up the tracker page for the corresponding item and take you to it so you can see, oh, there's the annual inspection. Perfect. We'll go back to the cost center. Go back to the operational analytics tab. Take a look at the 6-month projections. Over the next 180 days, we have 2 items here, a fuel filter change and an oil filter change, and our projected costs there. And then just a summary of everything that we just talked about as we scroll. That way you're not doing up and down with your scrolling. You can just, if you're continuing to scroll, okay, there's a reminder for 3 months, 6 months, and then 12 months, everything's free. So we like that. Then at the bottom, we have the maintenance tracking that shows the overall status. We've got 3 items overdue, 2 are due soon. So we have 2 maintenance items that are overdue and then 1 inspection item. Let's tap that inspection and see what we have here on the inspections tab. The VOR inspection, that's free because I can do that myself. So we can go in there and actually, I'm gonna mark that as complete and say that I did it. And that way we won't have to worry about this anymore. And then we'll just put in our differences here. And we'll say 300. And then it was a -2 degrees. We'll mark that as complete. Shows that it's complete. Our inspections, it's showing here that we've got 30 days remaining. That's perfect. Well, that's great, Michael, but we were talking about costs. Yeah, we absolutely were talking about costs. But what I wanted to show you is that we have effectively eliminated those items from our cost projection under maintenance tracking. As you can see now, inspections now show 7 out of 7 current. So everything talks to everything else within EZTracker. Just another great reason why you made the right choice purchasing your subscription to EZTracker Air, and we certainly appreciate your business. All right, so for the next portion of this video, we're going to talk about the AI aircraft valuation tool that we built into EZTracker Air. And this is by no means a replacement for getting an actual valuation performed by a trusted broker or other valuation source, but it helps give you an idea as to what you might be able to get for your airplane if you're interested in selling it. So we'll just walk through this very quickly. You'll access it by going to the main menu in the top left corner and then tapping the valuation button. You'll make sure that your aircraft is selected, that your times are up to date and they automatically appear here. So if you have not been keeping track of your aircraft times, we recommend that you take care of that first before coming to this. We'll select our exterior condition, which is excellent on this airplane, and so is the interior. And then this is where that aircraft equipment really comes into play that we spoke about earlier during Edit Aircraft. So none of the avionics or GPS units, PFD, or any of that has been set for this airplane, but it will really help the valuator if you do that. So for just demonstration purposes, we're going to close this right now, and then we're just going to tap Get AI Valuation. And it's analyzing, it's scraping the entire internet for historical trends, what airplanes are selling for of this type, and it gives you a little bit of an idea of what the range is. And it shows you your valuation results here, that our engine time is good with remaining TBO. That's fantastic. You can view other comps here. But we have an X saying our maintenance status is in question. So it's showing 16 active maintenance items, including overdue items, and it's giving you a little bit of insight as to what those are. We can also take a look at the comps in this accordion as well. So you may want to get these maintenance items taken care of before you go after getting an actual valuation. A little bit of market trend insights here, and of course our disclaimer saying this is an AI generated estimate based on the market data. So we also recommend that you contact AGL Flight, our sister company, to get an actual valuation of your aircraft. And AGL Flight is an aircraft brokerage, and we can help you sell your airplane or even take care of managing a project for you, whether it's acquiring a new aircraft and making it what you want, your forever airplane, or taking your existing aircraft and helping you find the right paint shop and the right interior shop, as well as upgrading your avionics and so on and so forth. So an excellent resource if you're in the market for upgrading your airplane or if you're looking to sell it outright. Just fill out this quick form, and if you want to send us some photographs, it really helps with the valuation as well. And you can upload that here and hit Request Detailed Appraisal. But that's a really quick look at the AI aircraft valuation tool. Hopefully it's very useful to you, and we look forward to seeing you at AGL Flight as a customer there as well. It really is that easy. Once you put all of this information in to begin with and track it along, you get a great picture as to how much your airplane is actually costing you. Maybe it's a little higher than you thought. It usually is for us too. And we have the built-in AI Valuator, so it takes a look at your airplane and all of the equipment installed and gives us a pretty good idea as to what kind of value the airplane actually has. And then we can also pipe that information over to AGL Flight, our sister company, if you're looking to upgrade your aircraft, maybe some new avionics or a new paint or interior, or to sell it outright. End to end, EZTracker Air and its partners have you covered. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again soon.